About a year ago, I asked myself a question. Knowing what I know, why am I not a vegetarian? After all, I'm one of the green guys. I grew up with hippie parents in a log cabin. I started a site called Tree Hugger. I care about this stuff. I knew that eating a mere hamburger a day could increase my risk of dying by 1/3. Cruelty, I knew that the 10 billion animals we raise each year for meat are raised in factory farm conditions that we hypocritically wouldn't even consider for our own cats, dogs, and other pets. Environmentally, meat, amazingly, causes more emissions than all of transportation combined. Cars, trains, planes, buses, boats, all of it. And beef production uses 100 times the water that most vegetables do. I also knew that I'm not alone. We as a society are eating twice as much meat as we did in the 50s. So what was once the special little side treat now is the main and much more regular. So really, any of these angles should have been enough to convince me to go vegetarian. But there I was, tucking into a big old steak. So why was I stalling? I realized that what I was being pitched was a binary solution. It was either you're a meat eater or you're a vegetarian. And I guess I just wasn't quite ready. Imagine your last hamburger. So my common sense, my good intentions, were in conflict with my taste buds. And I'd commit to doing it later. And not surprisingly, later never came. Sound familiar? So I wondered, might there be a third solution? And I thought about it, and I came up with one, and I've been doing it for the last year, and it's great. It's called Weekday Veg. The name says it all. Nothing with a face, Monday to Friday. On the weekend, your choice. Simple. If you want to take it to the next level, remember that the major culprits in terms of environmental damage and health are red and processed meats. So you want to swap those out with some good sustainably harvested fish. It's structured, so it ends up being simple to remember, and it's okay to break it here and there. After all, cutting 5 days a week is cutting 70% of your meat intake. The program has been great, Weekday Veg. My footprint's smaller, I'm lessening pollution, I feel better about the animals, I'm even saving money. Best of all, I'm healthier, I know that I'm going to live longer, and I've even lost a little weight. So please, ask yourselves, for your health, for your pocketbook, for the environment, for the animals, what's stopping you from giving Weekday Veg a shot? After all, if all of us ate half as much meat, it would be like half of us were vegetarians. Thank you.
The precision of a watch is a function of its movement. For Rolex and for Hans Wilsdorf, to guarantee the precision of a timepiece, the pressing question was how to protect the movement itself from the elements, not only water, but also tiny particles of dust. In 1926, a major step was taken with the creation of the world's first waterproof and dustproof wristwatch. The Rolex Oyster was born. Over the years, subtle changes in the design continued to improve the Oyster, adding more comfort while keeping the style contemporary. And along with style, more functions have been added. A Rolex wristwatch was the first to show the date through a small aperture on the face. It was also the first wristwatch to spell out the day of the week in full. In the early 1950s, Rolex developed professional watches whose functions went far beyond telling the time. Launched in 1953, the Submariner was the first Rolex watch guaranteed waterproof to a depth of 100 meters. Already on an incredible journey of innovation and design, Rolex decided to push the boundaries even further. In 1960, the bathyscaphe Trieste and Rolex made history. The submersible successfully dived to 10,916 meters below the surface of the ocean. A Rolex Deep Sea Special was strapped to the outside. The development of undersea exploration led to the launching in 1967 of the Sea Dweller 2000, waterproof to a depth of 610 meters. In 2008, fitted with the patented Rolex ring-lock system, the Rolex Deep Sea safely descends to 3,900 meters. The Submariner continues to evolve. In 2008, the model in gold is redesigned and features a new unidirectional rotatable bezel with a Cerachrom disc. And 2 years later, the steel Submariner is introduced with a green color combination. Rolex has incorporated countless hours and more than a century of experience, years of research, innovation, and development into every one of its models. And the benefits arising from this work, including waterproofness, precision, and durability, are the result of Rolex's continuous pursuit of perfection. From the most elegant and prestigious models to the professional timepieces, all are exquisitely crafted. Piece by piece, we design and manufacture every single watch. And the story continues.